Recently, I was reading Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and at the end of that book, I found the first two chapters of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I read, and I got this picture in my mind that I felt the need to draw. I started with a drawing that I didn't like so much. Her pose was too weak, very low shoulders, and the angle of the camera was very high for what I wanted. So I decided to change the perspective of the character. So right now we're looking at her a little bit lower, so it makes her look more dominant, showing that she's at least a very interesting girl. I didn't read the full book, so I just can't tell that this is a good illustration of what happens in the book. This picture is just what I saw in my mind when I read that first chapter, nothing else. I read out, for example, that the main character, being poor as she describes herself, would have a giant jewel like the one that I drew, but I thought it was a good touch. The story in this first chapter basically shows how Feyre, the main character, goes to the depth of the woods to find something to hunt. Very luckily, she finds a doe and she gets ready to shoot an arrow to it. But when she's getting ready, she sees a wolf. This is a giant wolf that is also getting ready to hunt the doe. Of course, she cannot lose her prey, so instead of running away, she prepares her best arrow. Suddenly, the wolf attacks the doe, and Feyre shoots the arrow to the wolf, killing it. So the two animals lay dead on the ground. Because she cannot take both animals, she skins the wolf and takes the doe for her and her family. The mental picture that I get from this story is when she's ready to hunt and she discovers the wolf. And that is the part that I wanted to paint. I wanted the gesture to be of someone getting ready to shoot an arrow. Or better, just preparing the bow and the arrow. Like always in my pictures, the drawing stage was very quick and tried to make it as simple as possible, to go to the painting stage as soon as I could, making sure that I had a clear drawing. I feel I can draw anatomy fairly well, so my main emphasis in all the picture was in her face and in her hands. I wanted her to have a quite confused expression, and I wanted her hands to look like she's actually holding the bow and the arrow. About the hair, I tried different combinations, which I didn't like, but I found something that was simpler, yet believable. I made this process completely in Procreate, and I feel it helped with the expressivity in this piece. In my exploration, I found some really interesting brushes, like for example leatherwood, that with just a few modifications was perfect for painting the bark in the trees. In the most part, I love heavily texturized brushes, so I think this application is perfect for me. This was a very different kind of video in which I'm not talking about technical parts of painting, but a little bit more about my thinking process, about my inspiration to get to one piece, to one idea. If you like this kind of video, please let me know in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe to the channel for more art videos. So now please enjoy some music and the rest of the process. Bye.